The only one who can give him what he needs right now.
If I have to tell you again, it'll be the last thing you eat.
I'm afraid she made a big mistake.
Now it's time to do it my way.
Long until you're back in her bed, Chase.
General Hospital.
The atmosphere in Port Charles shifts in an instant when an ordinary afternoon takes an unexpected turn. What begins as a routine day quickly becomes a source of concern for everyone connected to Britt, especially young Rocco, who finds himself at the center of a frightening situation he never anticipated. Rocco arrives expecting nothing more than a casual conversation and a chance to catch up. Britt has been trying to rebuild relationships and focus on the future, determined to leave old disappointments behind. For the first time in a long while, she appears hopeful. Friends have noticed a change in her attitude, and many believe she is finally finding a sense of peace. But that optimism is suddenly interrupted. During a conversation, Britt begins to look unsteady. At first, she dismisses the feeling, insisting that she is simply tired. Those around her assume she may be overworked or stressed. Britt herself refuses to make a big deal out of it. Then everything changes. Her words become slower. Her expression shifts. Within moments, it becomes obvious that something is wrong. Rocco is the first person to fully realize the seriousness of the situation. As Britt struggles to remain standing, panic begins to spread. She tries to reassure everyone that she is fine, but her condition continues to worsen. Before anyone can react properly, she suddenly collapses. The room falls silent. For a brief moment, nobody knows what to do. Rocco's heart races as he rushes toward Britt. Fear fills his eyes as he calls her name repeatedly, hoping for a response. Seeing someone he cares about in such a vulnerable state leaves him shaken. Realizing he needs help immediately, Rocco reaches for his phone. Without hesitation, he contacts Cassius. The call is filled with urgency. Rocco explains the situation as quickly as possible, struggling to stay calm while describing what happened. Every second feels longer than the last. Cassius immediately recognizes the seriousness of the situation. Instead of wasting time asking unnecessary questions, he springs into action. Determined to help, he leaves everything behind and heads toward Britt's location. Meanwhile, word of the incident begins spreading throughout Port Charles. Concerned friends start receiving messages and phone calls. Questions begin circulating. What caused Britt's collapse? Is this connected to an undisclosed medical issue? Has she been hiding something from the people closest to her? Nobody seems to have answers. As news reaches familiar faces around town, reactions vary from shock to disbelief. Some refuse to believe Britt could be facing another difficult challenge after everything she has already endured. Others begin revisiting recent conversations. Looking back, there may have been subtle warning signs. Moments that seemed insignificant at the time suddenly take on new meaning. A missed appointment, a distracted conversation, a look of concern that Britt quickly brushed aside. The pieces may have been there all along. No one simply recognized them. As Cassius arrives, the tension intensifies. He immediately focuses on helping Britt and assessing the situation. His calm presence offers reassurance to everyone around him, particularly Rocco, who is struggling to hide his fear. Cassius understands that panic will not solve anything. What matters now is making sure Britt receives the attention she needs. Still, even as he works to help her, questions continue lingering in the background. Could this situation reveal a secret Britt has been keeping? Has she been protecting loved ones from the truth?
Or is this an entirely unexpected development that nobody could have predicted? Port Charles has witnessed countless dramatic moments over the years, but situations involving beloved residents always carry a different emotional weight. For Rocco, the experience is especially overwhelming. He cannot stop replaying the moment in his mind. The uncertainty is almost impossible to bear. He keeps hoping for reassurance, a sign, a positive update, anything that suggests Britt will be okay. Yet answers remain frustratingly out of reach. As evening approaches, concern continues growing among friends and family members. Many gather together, exchanging theories while waiting for information. Some remain optimistic, others fear the worst. Every update becomes important, every conversation carries significance. The community finds itself united by a shared hope that Britt can overcome whatever challenge lies ahead. At the center of it all stands Rocco. Despite his fear, he refuses to give up. His quick decision to contact Cassius may have made all the difference. What began as a terrifying moment has revealed just how deeply people care about Britt and how willing they are to rally around her during difficult times. But the story is far from over. The mystery surrounding Britt's condition continues to grow. Hidden truths may soon emerge. Unexpected revelations could change relationships forever. And as Port Charles waits anxiously for answers, one thing becomes clear. The events set in motion by Britt's collapse are destined to affect many lives. Whether this crisis ultimately brings people together or uncovers long-buried secrets remains to be seen. For now, hope remains stronger than fear. Friends remain by Britt's side. Cassius continues doing everything possible to help, and Rocco waits, determined to believe that brighter days are still ahead. As new developments unfold, the entire town watches closely, knowing that the next chapter could change everything.
Because if that's all you care about, it's your kids that are going to lose.
That all changes if we play this the wrong way.